Every institution has ups and downs. Private schools can be affected by the economy, and I have to say that the state of Florida has blessed private schools with the voucher step-up grant. It's been amazing what it's done, allowing people to have a little more leverage to come to a private school of their choice.
Absolutely. Since 1958, Sarasota Christian School has been providing an incredible academic experience with Christian principals here in the Sarasota community. Today we're going to meet with Mr. Stokes, head of school here at Sarasota Christian School, to learn a little bit about its history, what its guiding principles are, its core values, and some exciting news coming to the campus in the next year. So, Mr. Stokes, this school's certainly been around for quite a while. It started out much smaller. It's growing. Can you give us kind of a general overview of where it was and where it is now?
Well, it started in 1958, believe it or not. In fact, this road out here was just a two-lane road going to the country. And where we sat was an orchard. And a fella with some other people considering Christian education decided to buy this property. And it started with 5 families, 1958. I think there were 15 kids the first year. If you want to jump ahead 67 years later, there will be about 790 kids on our opening day. Every classroom's full. The people that started the school have some families, members left. We have some grands from one of the starting families, but one of the things that's always been a great thing here is the tradition of the school. And it's been hardworking people of faith that wanted Christian education for their kids that started the school.
And what would you say are kind of the offerings or the guiding principles that attract families to SCS?
Well, I think one of the things that make people look for us is that they are interested in Christian education, but they're also interested in academic preparation for whatever comes after high school. And I think both of those things are very strong in our school. I think they're looking for like-minded parents. We're not a denominational school. We were started by the Mennonites, but I think the Mennonite population of the student body is about 9%. So we have about 100 different churches in our school. And we have some families that don't go to church, but they agree that they want a biblical worldview in their education, and we provide that. And I think another thing that people really are looking for when they come here is something that has the preparation for what happens after high school. Will my son or daughter be directed to go on to that next step?
And speaking of beyond high school, where do you often see students going to from here, whether it's college, military? I guess what are you typically seeing from students?
Well, just the last 2 years, we've had over 80% of our kids go to college. If I look at last year's class and the one before, we've had students go into a career, and a lot of our families are connected with the building trades, and so a lot of our kids think about being plumbers or electricians or mechanics. And the kids that left here this year are already involved in a career doing those things, so I sort of try to keep track of that. And I think when you walk across the stage and get a diploma, a lot of students that graduate from schools now, they're really not sure of what's next. And we spend a lot of time trying to help kids see what's next by working with the family, with the student, and working with the interests that students have. So when you talk about our kids, obviously qualify for bright futures. A lot of our kids have taken AP classes to get college credit before they even leave here. Same is true for dual enrollment that we offer here. So when you look at a combination of things, even though a school our size, people would be surprised that a school this size can do these things. We're trying to tailor things to individual students. That's, I think, very, very important.
And beyond academics, I think one of the misconceptions can be with a smaller private school is what other opportunities and avenues are going to be available to challenge students and help them grow. Maybe speak to some of the other offerings that we have here at SCS.
Well, I think if you look at historically, this little school has always had a strong connection to athletics. And our athletic director makes a point that we don't evaluate our athletics on wins and losses. We evaluate on the character that we build and the opportunity to be part of a community, because a sports team is a community with highs and lows and wins and losses. And people that you never encounter in class are part of that team. In our 6 through 12 grades, 75% of our kids are involved in a team. And we offer everything from golf, swimming, tennis, to team sports. And we play public schools. We play schools like us. We started football 4 years ago, and this year will be another year in 11-man football. We've been very successful with that. And in fact, I asked the coach this morning, I said, how many kids were at practice last night? And he said there were 50. Well, in our high school, we have 200 kids. So it's not just playing football, it's being part of that program. And that is a strong influence on kids. We have a new teacher here that has a young lady that is kind of concerned about how will I fit in, but she plays volleyball, and she went to the tryouts last night, and she came home and told her mother, you know what, I think I'm gonna like it there because I already met some kids that I connected with. So that part for adolescents is especially important, because adolescent kids need to feel that sense of belonging. And if you look at the alienation that young people have now, we're not experiencing the levels of alienation that we see just striking in our culture.
Absolutely.
And I think that's another thing when you talk about what parents are looking for. They're looking for a place their child can fit in.
And my daughter is going on her, third year here, and she was thrilled last year. It was cross country, it was girls basketball and tennis. I'm looking forward to seeing if we can keep that winning streak for the girls high school tennis team, but undefeated last year. So hopefully that continues through this year in the 25-26 school year.
And I tell you, we're making a very concerted effort to offer more in fine arts and help kids that don't want to be an athlete. We had 2 students this year went to the Ringling. You had to apply to go to the Ringling's art school for summer camp, and we have kids that take mission trips with their churches. We had a group of students this year that went to Poland for a mission trip around athletics. And then it's just interesting how many different opportunities that, in conjunction with churches that come here, that our kids also do things that end up showing up here. And so we look at we're a partner with the home, we're a partner with the church, and obviously we're a partner with each other in building a community here.
And I think what speaks to the building community, literally something exciting is being built over here on campus.
Funny you should ask.
You know, you can't miss it when you pull in now. Tell us a little bit about what we can expect to see here, not this school year for 25-26, but ideally for the following. What are we seeing over there?
Well, first of all, for 20 years, there was an effort to build a high school. Now, every institution has ups and downs. Private schools can be affected by the economy. And I have to say that the state of Florida has blessed private schools with the voucher step-up grant. It's been amazing what it's done, allowing people to have a little more leverage to come to a private school of their choice.
Absolutely.
But 2 years ago, we started into this venture of building a high school because we could see our numbers of students increasing. And when I came here, there were 95 in high school. This year will be over 200. We expect next year to be around 230 or 40. We need the space. We are maxed out. And so right now, as we speak, we have finished the first floor block. Most of the structure of the second floor is getting ready for the second story block. Our goal, and we believe we're going to reach it, is to open next fall for 11 classrooms on the upper floor. We won't have the building completely done with the cafeteria and the lecture hall and some of the offices that go into the school. I mean, let's face it, the adults should be last to go in at first. So we live with that kind of philosophy. But to be able to move into what we think is a real plus for the high school, to have their own culture and their own place. And we are K-12, actually pre-K to 12. So we have 3 separate schools, but they need their own space in their own school. And so we're making plans to be in that building the start of next school year, the 25-26 school year.
I'm looking forward. You'll have all the,
26-27.
you have all the kinks worked out right before my daughter gets into high school.
Your daughter will just walk in and the lights are already working and you just turn a key and Of course, most of it's card swipes now.
Sure.
But it's going to be a really good thing for the school community. And I want to emphasize, we're not trying to make a 2,000 seat high school. We think at about 950 or so on our campus is about the right size, K to 12. We don't want kids, if I can emphasize something else for parents, we don't want kids being a number.
Sure.
We want to know them, and we want them to feel like we know them.
Well, and I think that speaks to probably the last thing I'll touch on is, I've, since coming into this school, moving to the area, I feel like we joined a family here at Sarasota Christian School. Because the teachers seem to know the students know the teachers. Many of the teachers are parents of students. How do you, maybe in like 3 words, could you describe the Sarasota Christian School family?
I would say that the families that come here are family oriented, and they are faith driven. And they are hardworking people. And it's not just hardworking to get ahead and I want to be ahead of my neighbor or something like that. They want to provide opportunities for their children. And that may be educational, that might be a mission trip, that might be something that a student has a certain skill set. Like I've got a young lady that's been a skater ever since she's been here. She's getting close to being nationally ranked. In fact, I just talked to her folks a few minutes ago, and we've had to adapt her schedule. And she continually improves her skill set. I always tease the boys here that she's the best athlete on campus because when she falls and hits the ice, there's no give back. I mean,
yeah.
You got lumps, bruises, and a lot of things that are a challenge. But again, we can tailor things that help our kids achieve the goals of their family and of their goals. And so we don't have a skating team, but we have a skater. And she's probably one of the best in the United States.
That's fantastic.
At her age.
Well, I know that if I can speak for myself, my family and I are very thankful that SCS is here. And more so, thank you for your time today. Appreciate it.
It's great having you here. And it's great having your family.
Thank you so much. I'd like to thank the staff for providing an incredible opportunity and environment here for students and families alike. I encourage you to check them out on social media. And more importantly, if you're interested, get in touch with admissions to learn more about what opportunities could be here for your student. Until the next time, be well.